good morning, or whenever you're watching this, really. It's that one day of year where hitting record on this cheap webcam is the first thing I do in the morning. That's right, it's just about 7:18 here in Central Time Zone, and we're about to watch the Oscar nominations. The show's about to start. I'm about to give you my live reaction to these Oscar nominations. But before I do, please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Here we go.
Actress in a supporting role.
Jessie Buckley in The Lost Daughter. Ariana DeBose in West Side Story. Judi Dench in Belfast. Kirsten Dunst in Power of the Dog.
Like that.
And Ingenue Ellis in King Richard.
Jessie Buckley, which is an actress I absolutely love. I have not seen The Lost Daughter, but this is like top of my list now after seeing these nominations. Ariana DeBose, obviously I'm a huge fan. West Side Story was one of my favorite movies of the year. Kirsten Dunst, super jazzed about. I think she's super deserving. She was great in The Power of the Dog. So for my personal pick, I'm going to go with Ariana DeBose, and I also think she's going to win this. So this is going to be the odd case where those two things line up.
For achievement in sound, Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story.
Sound is a weird one. I mean, like, Belfast, I don't know. I'm like, sure, I had good sound. Dune obviously had amazing sound, and No Time to Die because they're action movies. The Power of the Dog, though, I don't really, like, recall it having, like, incredible sound, you know? Like, West Side Story, that makes sense because it's a musical. But, like, Power of the Dog, like, what about that was, like, unique to sound? So if I had to pick my favorite, I would say Dune, and I also think Dune is going to win this one.
Original score. Don't Look Up.
Okay.
Dune.
Yeah.
Encanto.
Yeah, okay.
Parallel Mothers. And The Power of the Dog.
Don't Look Up. I'm just preparing myself from it just getting so many nominations here. But once again, my favorite and my prediction is going to line up, and I think Dune is going to take this one. I think this might be one of my first, like, initial snub takes, because I think the score for Spencer was fantastic. It was one of the few things about that movie I think it really had going for it. So I'm a little disappointed that this didn't get a nom.
Adapted screenplay. The nominees are Coda, Dune, Denis Villeneuve, and Eric Roth.
Yikes.
The Lost Daughter.
And The Power of the Dog.
I need to see Drive My Car. I need to see Drive My Car. I have not had the chance, but what I hear is it's incredible. Coda is an interesting choice. Like, I didn't think it was like the most incredible screenplay ever, although it's really a feel-good story that a lot of people like, so it makes some sense. My pick for this one would be Power of the Dog. I absolutely love that movie, and I do think it's gonna win as well. Jeez, I thought my personal takes would be a little different than my predictions, but so far they're lining up pretty well.
Original screenplay. Belfast.
Yeah.
Don't Look Up. Screenplay by Adam McKay.
King Richard.
Licorice Pizza. Written by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Like that one.
And The Worst Person in the World, written by Eskil Vogt.
I gotta see that too. And original screenplay, again, Don't Look Up. I don't want to, like, hate Don't Look Up, because I really don't dislike it as much as a lot of people do, but it's such an obvious, like, Oscar pull, and so I'm not surprised at all, but just, like, really? I thought we were better than this? The Worst Person in the World is in the movie I am, like, just dying to see. Just, like, dying to see. I gotta see it. My choice would be Licorice Pizza, because it's just, I really enjoy that movie. But I'm gonna give this one a Don't Look Up. I really think the Academy is gonna give this the win here.
Actor in a supporting role. Karine Hines in Belfast.
Okay.
Troy Kotzer in Coda.
Ooh, I don't
Jesse
hate that.
Plemons in The Power of the Dog.
Whoa, Jesse.
J.K. Simmons in Being the Ricardos. And Cody Smith-McPhee in Power of the Dog.
Goodness. So, no Jared Leto. I know this is going to be the conversation on Twitter today. I didn't think he was ever going to be nominated. Maybe I did. I think Jesse Plemons is a huge shock. Troy Kotzer, I think it's how you say it. That's a surprise, and I think that's well-deserved. I thought he was amazing in Coda. So I think, like, if I had my choice here, I'd give it to Cody Smith-McPhee. I might as well just give my prediction to Cody Smith-McPhee as well, because I think a lot of people are talking about him and acknowledge that he was, like, one of the driving forces of that movie.
Film editing. Don't Look Up. Dune. King Richard. The Power of the Dog. And Tick Tick Boom.
Oh, yes, there it is. It's funny because, like, Don't Look Up, I thought it had horrible editing, and I know that's, like, really divisive because some people actually really liked it, and I was surprised that a lot of people liked it, but I'm glad that they found that, like, the decisions made in that movie well. Tick Tick Boom getting its first nom, that's also exciting. I'm gonna have to say Tick Tick Boom is my favorite of these choices, but I'm gonna give this one to Dune.
Now here are the nominees. Coming to America, Cruella, Dune,
The Eyes of Tammy Faye,
Oh my
and House of Gucci.
So much of this category is just comical to me. Coming to America, like an Oscar-nominated movie, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I saw the perfect comparison to this posted of the guy dressing up and I Think You Should Leave. She does, like, you know, good in the movie, but, like, hair and makeup is not great.
Best animated feature film: Encanto, Flea,
Ooh, yeah.
Luca, The Mitchells versus the Machines,
Yes.
and Raya and the Lost Dragon.
Yeah, these animated features are very expected. I mean, Disney really coming out here. I hear great things about Flea, but I have zero expectations that this can actually go all the way. My choice would be Mitchells versus the Machines. I think that movie was incredible, and if the Academy wants to do the right thing, they'll give it to that movie. But I think Encanto is going to take this. A lot of buzz around Encanto, which is good. I like Encanto. It's a good movie.
Original song: Be Alive from King Richard.
Dos Oruguitas from Encanto.
Yeah.
Down to Joy from Belfast.
No Time to Die from No Time to Die.
And Somehow You Do from 4 Good Days.
Original song is also interesting. I'm not confident that this is the best song from Encanto. And I'm also surprised that this is the only one from Encanto that's nominated. Do I think that should win? I don't know. I think I'm going to say yes, but mostly because of the other songs in Encanto, and I think Lin-Manuel Miranda deserves it for this movie. Is that a bad reason to choose this specific song? Perhaps. I do think No Time to Die is probably going to win. I can't see the Academy snubbing Billie Eilish. She's very in right now.
In visual effects: Dune,
Yeah?
Free Guy,
Whoa!
No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and The Legend of the Ten Rings, Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Whoa! Free Guy is probably the biggest surprise of the day. Free Guy is an Academy Award nominated film. Beyond that, I think like they did really well here. I think usually a lot of these action movies or even like superhero movies don't really get nominated. Sometimes there's like one or two that slip in, but this is just like majority like good action fun, and I think yeah, these are probably the best visual effects of the year. If I had my choice, honestly, I would probably go Shang-Chi. I think the visuals in that were so beautiful to look at. But I think Dune's gonna win this one again.
Cinematography: Dune.
Oh, yep.
Nightmare Alley.
Okay.
The Power of the Dog.
What? Where? Yeah.
The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Ooh, there's
And
the
West Side Story.
Tragedy Macbeth finally making an appearance. You know, I still haven't really fully watched that. I got like 20 minutes in, and it just like, I know it's probably a good movie. I just like wasn't feeling it. Just like you got the tight, you know, ratio, you got the black and white, you got people talking in Shakespeare. I'm gonna have to see it before the Oscars. I just really need to be in the correct mood. But I think West Side Story is gonna take this. It is beautiful and probably deserves it. That's also my choice.
International feature film: Drive My Car, Japan. Flea, Denmark. The Hand of God, Italy. Luana, A Yak in the Classroom, Bhutan. And The Worst Person in the World, Norway.
This is the one I feel bad about because I have not seen any of these. Every international movie I have seen this year has not been nominated. So just for the heck of it, my favorite, The Worst Person in the World, I don't know why, I just feel like I would love that movie, but I think Drive My Car is probably going to take it, which, again, those two movies, top of my watch list.
Actor in a leading role are Javier Bardem in Being the Ricardos, Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog,
Expect at this point.
Andrew Garfield in Ticket
Yes!
to Will Smith in King Richard,
Uh-huh.
and Denzel Washington in The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Andrew Garfield did it. He did it. I'm so in love with this pig. That is clearly my choice to do this. Javier Bardem, Benedict Cumberbatch expected. Will Smith expected too. And I wouldn't be surprised if Will Smith makes a run here. I can't really speak too much on Denzel Washington, but I think between Andrew Garfield and Will Smith, it's going to be a really good competition to see who can take this. Right now, I'm going to say Will Smith is going to be the Academy's choice. But it's hard to tell because it's all about momentum, and right now Andrew Garfield's got it. So let's see if Will Smith's campaign can get him this Oscar.
Actress in a leading role: Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter.
Penelope Cruz in Parallel Mothers.
Nicole Kidman in Being the Ricardos.
And Kristen Stewart
Ooh,
in Spencer.
there she goes. Well, let's address the first thing that Gaga is not nominated, which is going to cause a lot of buzz on the internet today. Jessica Chastain, I think, is really good in The Eyes of Tammy Faye, but again, that movie is just tough for me to like take seriously. But Kristen Stewart for Spencer, that is like so exciting to me. That's gonna be my pick, and also the pick I think that's gonna win. I think this is her moment. I think this is her time. Everything about this movie, it screams Academy Awards.
Directing, and the nominees are Kenneth Branagh, Belfast.
Ryusuke Hamaguchi, Drive My Car.
Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza.
Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog.
And Steven Spielberg, West Side Story.
So Denis Villeneuve, I think, is definitely a snub here, especially because Dune was nominated for, like, almost everything. And I feel like that's just probably the genre of what Dune is. It just doesn't feel like something that is appreciated as far as the directing goes. But yeah, I mean, like, Paul Thomas Anderson making an appearance when Licorice Pizza really didn't get a lot of love is a little surprising. It's probably just of, like, a name thing. It's, you know, you can't really not nominate him. He would be my choice for director, but this one has got to go to Jane Campion.
The nominees for Best Picture.
Here we go.
Belfast.
Coda.
Don't Look Up. Adam McKay and Kevin Messick, producers.
No.
Drive My Car. Teruhisa Yamamoto, producer.
Really gotta see this movie.
Dune.
King Richard.
Licorice Pizza.
Nightmare Alley.
The Power of the Dog.
And West Side Story. Steven Spielberg and Christy McCosco Krieger, producers.
Okay, here it is. The big one. I don't even know where to start. I think some of the biggest surprises to me are Coda, Drive My Car, and Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley, I just was under the impression that people didn't really vibe well with that movie. So I'm surprised to see it get so many nominations, but like maybe people actually enjoy it a lot more than they're saying. I am so terrified that Don't Look Up is going to win. The Belfast, very expected. Dune, I mean, yeah, I'm like pleasantly surprised it's here, but like you kind of saw that coming. King Richard, yeah. Licorice Pizza, very happy to see on there. Power of the Dog, very expected. West Side Story, well, duh. So yeah, I mean, I think like if it was up to me, I would give this to Licorice Pizza only because like in my ranking of movies of the year, that was my number 4. As far as what I think is gonna win, I'm just gonna go ahead and say Don't Look Up. I'm not exactly excited about this prediction. I just think that's the way we are heading. I feel like I have said so much negative things about Don't Look Up in this video without actually explaining why, so I look forward to reading these comments about it. Yeah, that's my prediction. I think other snubs I see, Mike Feist from West Side Story, like, he was fantastic. I'm really shocked he didn't get a supporting actor now. Alana Haim from Licorice Pizza, like, she was incredible. She was like that movie, so I don't know why she wasn't nominated for actress. And then there's, of course, movies that, like, I absolutely love. The Green Knight's a good example. Like, that should have absolutely gotten some cinematography nominations. Pig is one of my favorite movies of the year, and Nicolas Cage is a better actor than literally all of these nominees. And The Last Duel. How are we going to snub The Last Duel? Specifically, Jodie Comer in that movie, she was incredible, but really every actor from Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Adam Driver, they all deserve to be nominated. It's a bummer, man. It really is a bummer. But looking at this final list here, The Power of the Dog is the most nominated film with 12 nominations. That is so many nominations. Dune is right there with 10. So it's an interesting year. I would have not guessed that Dune and The Power of the Dog would be leading nominations in 2022. Yeah, man, the Oscars. It's a fun time. That's my overall just first initial thoughts. I'm sure in the next couple weeks I'm going to revise a lot of these takes and get different opinions once I see more of these films. But what did you think of these nominations? Comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. What are you most excited to see on this list? What do you think was the biggest snub this year? Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you next time.